Okay, here we go. Welcome to 3MK Academy. Today we're going to talk about Bruno. I know we're not supposed to talk about Bruno, but we're going to talk about Bruno, and we're going to learn how to see Bruno. Because that's the whole point of these videos, is that I'm not exactly teaching you how to draw these characters, though you'll probably learn how to while we're going. But you're going to learn how to see, how to analyze your reference, so that you'll not just be able to draw Bruno by the time you're done with this. You'll hopefully be able to draw anything. Because the whole point is, if you can see it, you can draw it. So I'm going to teach you tips along the way to try and break down and analyze your reference and get the best drawing out of you that you can. So, here we go. Cue the intro.
If you want to learn to draw, you gotta learn how to see. It's 3MK Academy.
Who doesn't love a barbershop quartet? Seriously, who doesn't? Okay, here we go. So we have Bruno here. He is a human, I think. I've got a pencil. I'm in Photoshop, and let's begin, right? We begin oh, good start, Matt. Here we go. Nope, let's get the right tool. Here we go. Yes, no, we don't need to learn more right now. We couldn't use this is going great. Okay, here we go. Like we start any drawing, we're gonna, dude, what the there we go. Like we start any drawing, we're gonna do it with a basic shape. So Bruno, for humans, I usually like to draw a circle for where like the skull, the main skull would be, and then we add the jaw, the mandible. That's usually like how I begin. Next, we're going to add some guidelines down the center of the face. Well, his center of his face. It may not be the center of the circle or any of the illustration that we've done so far, but it's the center of his face, right? All right, so halfway across the skull, we're going to put maybe an eye line there, you know, and then we're going to, let's see, for the nose is funny. You want to start with like a circle for the ball of the nose. And if we look at it, it's like it's halfway between the eyes and the bottom of the chin, right? So between the eyes and the bottom of the chin. All right, so let's go a little lower on that. How many undos do I have to hit until it goes away? There we go. Let's go a little lower. There we go. All right. And let's kind of just sketch in. We're looking over here at his eyes. Just like a little bit of space over there. Eye down here. Let's say, let's just throw it in. It doesn't have to be the right line right away. You don't have to worry about the first lines that you put down. Don't have to be your final lines. It's just information to help you get closer to your end goal of drawing something. All right, so then we're gonna bring in the bridge of the nose. The bridge of the nose is gonna start a little bit over the halfway line. We're going to go down and around. He's got a nice big round nose there. All right. Next we're going to say, all right, here's a great first start. All right, so the end of the nostril over here goes kind of in between, halfway across the eye. Right? So if this is the eye, we want the end of the nostril to go kind of over here. All right. And then how high up between the bottom of the nose and the bottom of the eyes does the nostril casing go? It's kind of like halfway. So let's go up about halfway here. We'll get that nostril casing top. All right. Let's see. Let's sketch a little. Bring that nostril down. All right. I'm going to get that outside nostril, which you can't really see much, so we're not going to draw too much. Boom. All right, that's a start. That's a start. Okay. I'm looking at it now, and I'm thinking I probably got to bump the chin down a little bit more. Here we go. All right. So his cheek over here We got the mouth. So halfway between the bottom of the chin and the nose, we got the mouth. So he's got this little mouth, and then how far over does it go? It goes to the middle of the eye again, right? Down. You use this like vertice over here, a vertical line there. Let's go over here. All right, so let's do that, and let's stop it. How far over does this corner of the mouth go? It kind of goes to the middle of the line, the middle of the eye there, but like right up against here. All right, so that's gonna be. Look at his mouth. All right, that's a start, right? We don't worry at this point in this drawing whether or not these are final lines, because the final lines come at the end. We're just kind of sketching information in to try and get us closer to our end goal here. All right, so let's see. So we got up here. Let's get this eyebrow started. All right, and he's got this expression of kind of, I guess it's kind of sad looking, right? He's got really fine. How far over do the eyebrows go? Let's use another vertice here. Right in the inside of the nostril casing there. Yeah, so it looks like I kind of got it in the right spot. All right. And go across. How far over does the eyebrow go until it starts to take this turn down? It's not quite towards the end of the eye. It's kind of like 3/4 away across the eye. So maybe right around here. Now we'll start going down. And then we lose that once his hair gets started to put in. So let's go here. Let's get these eyebrows going in. All right. We got that going. Not bad. Okay. I think I need to bring out the bridge of the nose a little bit more. Let's grab our eraser. Let's say they're going to ask for a tutorial on how to use an eraser. I'm not too worried about that right now. Alright. Back to the brush. Okay. Alright. I'm just going to keep offering tutorials. Thanks. I don't want them. Alright. Alright, so he's kind of got this teardrop laying on its side for the eye. It's not exactly like your typical football shaped eye, the way that you see, like most people think you draw eyes. It's more of like a teardrop on its side. All right, and we'll get the iris in there. We want to make sure we're looking like how much space is in between the iris and the inside tear duct, how much space is on the top and the bottom of the iris between the top lid and the bottom lid. So it looks like we have more up here than we do down here. So we want to make sure we get our proportions properly. We got a lot of white over here. I'm gonna bring that in. All right, and he's got these little highlights in there. Good. All right, so we're gonna darken the upper eyelash. Typically with eyes, the upper eyelash we see the most. The bottom one, you don't really need to do that much on. All right, let's go over here. Let's start sketching this guy in. Let's see here. All right, so we still need more of his face over on this side. Let's bring his cheek around. The cheek, what is this? The apex? Is that the word? I don't know. The top of the arc is even with the nose. So that's where we're going to end that cheek, and we're going to end the cheek down here. We're going to have the peak be in the middle of the nose. All right. Here we go. Now we know we're going to leave that little gap there between the edge of the head. Let's put that darker eyelash. Let's get this. It's touching the bridge. It looks like the bridge of the nose needs to come out a little bit more. And get that iris going. Start sketching the pupil in. There we go. I'm going to clean that up a little bit. Thanks for the offering of the tutorial, Photoshop. I'm sure I could turn that off. When I figure out how to turn that off, we'll do a video on how to turn off those suggested learn more, whatever you call them. All right, lips. Lower lip is the one we see the most. Lower lip. I'm sorry, did I say most? I meant the least. I mean, it's the fatter of the two. I don't think anybody's learning anything on this. But they get to watch somebody draw a picture of Bruno. So that's good, right? People like Bruno. Alright, we'll get a soul patch going in there. Looks like I need a little bit more room for the bottom of the chin. I'll sketch that in. For sketching hair, or for drawing hair, I like to draw like it's not that I'm drawing the hairs individually, but I'm drawing like the impression of the hair. You know, like it's textured to look like hair, but it's not. I'm not worrying so much getting the hair exactly right. It's just kind of like implied. Get that mustache going. All right, let's see. The end of the mustache. There's the end of the iris vertex. The end of the mustache is going to go a little bit out there. Okay. We don't talk about Bruno, no. We don't talk about Bruno. I don't think I can publish this video. Saying silly things. Alright. Get the jaw. Alright, where does the jaw bend? The jaw starts its bend around the middle of the mouth there, around where the mouth is. So let's start coming in here now. Alright, we're back with the scruff action. Getting some more. How thick is this? It's thicker and wider up here, and it gets thinner down here along the jaw. Some more. Alright, the upper lip is always going to cast, it's going to be more in shadow than the bottom lip. Alright, this comes up. Here we go. Now we're looking like something. Alright, here's the hair. That's a tricky part. Alright, so we just have this like little window. This little trapezoid up here for his forehead. So I'm just like sketching like that little trapezoid there. And beyond, above it, I should say, it goes much higher, right? So how many, we got a full length here. What are we looking at? One block. Another block, like a forehead and a half, basically. So forehead and a half. Alright, let's do that. Okay. Alright, so first I'm going to kind of just sketch in where I think the hair would be, because my reference doesn't have it. I'm just going to map in kind of the area. What do we got here? So it looks like the width of the hair that we see outside the face is about the width of this half of his face. So we got, let's see, like that. So we don't want to go too far. Alright. Let's get our angles right. How far down are we going? We're going below the chin. Let's get the neck in there. Where does the neck start? If we drew a vertical line up from the start of the neck, where's it going to hit? Front of the iris, basically. Let's do that. Go down there. Where does this guy start? This guy goes up a little bit beyond here. Here we go. Okay. Now we got his neck going. Alright, so bottom of the hair. Right, so we're just kind of like sketching in, mapping out the area. We're not drawing the hair yet. It's kind of like a basic shape when you don't really have a shape. All right, how wide do we go? How wide is the distance? So what I'm able to do is I'm able to take my pencil, and you can't see this on the screen, but I'm basically holding my pencil horizontal, and from the tip of the pencil to where the cheek starts, like right over here, from the tip of the pencil to where the cheek starts, I'm putting my finger, and then I'm measuring like on his face what the distance would be. So it's almost like the distance between the end of his face and the end of his eyebrow. So from like here to here, it's like the distance. All right, so we're gonna go out wide there. All right, and then where is this peak? Because we got an angle that comes down here, we got an angle that comes up here. The peak is just at the bottom of the nose. All right, just at the bottom of the nose. There we go. All right. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. All right. So he's got this nice wavy hair. So for that, again, just kind of the impression of the hair, not so much drawing the hair. The highlights and the shadows are what's defining the hair the most. And since we're doing a line drawing and not like a fully rendered drawing, we just kind of have to fake it, right? We're not going to see everything. We don't want to just randomly go like this and shade it all in, because we still want to get the texture. We want it to feel lifelike. Because in this movie, they do a really nice job making these characters feel lifelike. They're little cartoons. Alright. We're going to get some more curl here once we hit the eye. Just keeping it loose. I'm just keeping it loose. It's supposed to be fun, Probably gonna get so many thumbs down on this video because I'm boring. I don't find this... I'm putting myself to sleep. I imagine you guys are also gonna be very bored. Alright, that hair stops down here at the bottom of the iris, basically. So I went too high. Too low. It's tough doing this on the fly because I used the wrong words. And if I'm using the wrong words when I'm teaching, I mean, I'm not setting you up for success, am I? That's all right. You gotta fail to get better. And this, I'm failing here, so it's all right. We're good. All right, where's his part? Where's his part? Inside of the eye. All right, so we'll start taking this out like this. Boom. Holy smokes, it's been 18 minutes so far? No one's gonna watch 18 minutes of this. Maybe I should do time-lapse. I was trying to figure out whether I should do time-lapse videos of this or whether I should go live, but it's too much. Now we're learning. We're almost done. He's got this little strand over here coming down here. I am talking about Bruno. No. I am talking about Bruno. Those are the words, right? My kids sing it all day. Your kids sing them all day? Do you have kids? Probably not. I don't even know who's watching this. This will be interesting to see if anybody watches this. Alright. Here we go. Get a little outside wisp. You get the gist, right? I mean, The idea is to just use different points of reference on your on the actual image, on him, to help you get the rest of the image in there, right? So it's like how we kept saying like, where does this one start? Where does this line start? You imagine a grid on top of it, and there's vertical lines and there's horizontal lines, and you just kind of map the points out. Does the nostril casing end at the start of the iris, or does it end at the end of the iris? Things like that. Anyway, so that's about it. That's Bruno. We talked about him. We drew him. I'm at 20 minutes, and that's probably enough because, I don't think this was thrilling. I don't think I taught you how to draw Bruno. But hopefully, somewhere in here, you learned something about how to draw. All right? Thank you for watching. Feel free to subscribe. I will get better at these. I promise. This is my first one. So, stay tuned for more, I hope. Subscribe, like, all that stuff that these YouTube guys say all the time. All right? Thank you for watching. Have fun drawing Bruno.